Welcome to KG5 Football Park for this PFD Women's Super League clash between the Olympia FC Warriors and Taroona Football Club. Of course, this game was set to feature former Matilda Melissa Barbieri before, unfortunately, she injured her knee midweek and couldn't make the trip down. Nonetheless, it should be a pretty entertaining clash between the two best teams in the South this year. The Taroona side defeated the Warriors 4-1 just a couple of weeks ago. Up until that point, Olympia looked pretty invincible. They hadn't dropped too many points in the Super League. Their form has been a bit more patchy than in the South. I'm Andrew Calling, bringing this one to you today, live from the home of football. Should be a cracking game between two very good teams. So see the two teams lining up now. We'll go through those lineups for you. For the Warriors in goals, Margot Johnson. We've got Horgan, Lazinski, Medwin, Michael, Crawford, Johnson, Blackman, Craw, Roberts and Ryan. Whilst for Taroona, Price in goals, then Mason, Dunbabin, Price, Bremner, Birch, Parcell, Ayton, Callanan, Manuela and Ayton, the two Ayton sisters. Holly and Adeline, two real key movers for this Taroona side. They've got plenty of attacking talent on display. Daisy Parcell, certainly an eye-catching player down the flanks. Lisa Bremner has some serious pace. And they've shown just a couple of weeks ago that they can cause an upset. Olympia will still head into this game as heavy favourites, I'd have thought, despite the fact that they did win that game a couple of weeks ago. The form outside of that game has been pretty impressive. There is perhaps just a thought that with the Warriors being such a young side that maybe physically they're a little bit vulnerable, a direct style. Taroona have got some bigger bodies, maybe they can impose themselves upon the Warriors, and that might be a way to get at them. That certainly was the recipe for success last time, and shooting from range is something else they've certainly looked to be doing. But really looking forward to this contest. Olympia, of course, on top of the league when it comes to the PFD Super League. We've got Launceston City, their main contenders for the title. It really does look like a bit of a two-horse race there. City actually are on top, I should say. I'm assuming victory there, but they are 2 points behind. They do have that game in hand, having won the last time they met. But certainly two really good teams. And looking forward to this contest. Taroona down in sixth. Their form in the Super League has not matched their form in the Southern Championship. They've registered just the one victory from their 5 games, and they'll be very eager to transfer that form in the Southern Championship along to this particular league, where they're sitting 6th on the floor with Clarence at the moment. For Olympia, they know that they need to win this game to reclaim top spot. They've got title ambitions, and this is the next step along the way. It should be a cracking contest here at KG5. We're just about to get underway. Adeline Ayton with her sister Holly standing over the ball, ready to get proceedings off and underway. Just joining us, of course, this game was initially to feature Melissa Barbieri. She's been injured and won't be out there in goals today for Taroona, but they've got some quality players out there who can do some damage, and we look forward to seeing what they can do against this young and very talented Olympia side, who will start off with the ball now. Plays it for there. Emily Crawl. Shot well blocked by Bremner in midfield. Aaron Ayton looking to mine. I think Ayton up against Michael in the middle of the park is going to be where a lot of this game could be won and lost today. Amy Medwin sees the ball out of play, a real star of this league, coming off 5 goals last week in the Southern Championship. A real star of the women's game in Tasmania, as is this girl, Adeline Ayton. She plays it back here. Just looking to knock the ball about early, get a bit of a feel for it. Send it to the back line, and across they go now through Price. She's got Daisy Parcell on the left. The pass was cut off, and Olympia turn the ball back over. Lucy Johnson goes all the way back to Margot Johnston in goals. She plays it short. In there to Caitlin Roberts playing at centre back alongside Horgan. And move it out to the left. Here is Craw now with the ball, plays it. That'll be cut off by Mason. She duels with Blackman in the middle, and now it's Ayton away for Taroona. Forward pass was cut out there from Dunbabin, and Innocent Michael looking to get on the ball. She can't get round Dunbabin though. She might get another crack at it, not quite. Innocent Michael, an absolute star of the game in Tasmania, possibly the best player in the state, according to many experts, and no doubt she'll be key to the Warriors' success today. A short pass comes in from Crawford. Cut out though, both teams just a little bit scrappy out of the blocks here. The ball being played around a highly congested midfield. All 20 players, outfield players, really in just that middle third at the moment. Two pretty compact and high lines, and the ball just pinging around in the middle as they look to play it forward, and they'll be easy pickings for Price back there. They've met 3 times this year, these two teams. Of course, I mentioned Taroona won the most recent meeting, 4-1, a real turn up that. I think Olympia had won their first 12 games of the season, or something like that beforehand, but the previous 2 meetings went the way of the Warriors, 2-1 and 5-0, as this one's headed out of play, and it'll be a throw in to be left by Parcell. A feeling out period in the opening moments of the game. This throw is in towards Dunbabin, but it's intercepted here by Crawford. The pass is knocked out, a dicey little ball there from Dunbabin, but Aiton recovered it and then dropped it back off for Callanan, who just whacks it out of there when in doubt. Throw in here to Mason. The pass just sold, Aiton short. Lucy Johnson picked up, sorry, it was Craw picked that up and fed Lucy Johnson down the right. What'd she do? She looks to drive to the byline, puts in a cross, and Price shows safe hands to pluck that one out of the air. And quickly moves things on, picking out Lisa Bremner down the right. Wants to run with the ball, Bremner, but there was a sea of blue shirts ahead of her. She didn't get anywhere there. Here's Lazinski now. And that'll just roll on out of play. Innocent Michael with the throw-in. Finds Craw, lays it back to Lazinski, plays it to Michael. Well won back there by Bremner. And now it's Birch. Craw with a nice little bit of skill, but Dunbabin just sitting in front of the back four does well to disrupt her, and she's out to try and shut it down again. She'll safely see that one out of play. So no real chances of note in the first 4 minutes here. Really cagey stuff. The Warriors doing the majority of the attacking, but not asking too many difficult questions at the back for Taroona. This one's just launched long in the direction of Bremner. Floats over the head of Lazinski. Bremner's pass was poor though, and it's easily cut off. The Warriors will look to reload at the back here. They chip it forward. Holly Aiton gets up to it. Can she bring it under a spell? She does. Looks for some support and spreads it out wide to Daisy Parcell. Parcell back to Aiton. This is building promisingly. She lobs it forward towards the sister Adeline Aiton, but well defended there and seen into the hands of Margot Johnson in goal. Was the first real attacking moment there for Taroona. Holly Aiton just playing in front of Bremner and Parcell in the wide areas. Good attacking talent. That's a lovely through ball that set Medwin away overlapping. She's got Lucy Johnson in the middle to pick out. It's a good cross from Medwin to Johnson, and it's 1-0. A clinical counter-attack. It was a raking through ball. Medwin with an inch-perfect pass, and Lucy Johnson on hand to get the Warriors off and running. A lovely goal that. It's 1-0 Olympia in the blink of an eye. Medwin took her time and set it up, and Lucy Johnson had snuck in behind the lines. It's a very composed finish with the left foot. She's done that beautifully on the non-preferred. And the Warriors ahead 1-0 just 6 minutes in. And the first time we really saw Taroona pushing their great numbers forward, and they've been caught out the back. It's always the danger against this Warriors side. They attack with such pace. They can hit you in the blink of an eye, and they've done that there. Price now, combining with Parcell. Can Taroona respond? Oh, lovely skill there from Daisy Parcell, charging down the wing. She drives it inside looking for Holly Aiton, who is beaten out there by Roberts. Forward now by Dunbabin, searching for Bremner. But Lazinski was across to deal with that. As Taroona looked to respond immediately, getting on the attack. Perhaps we saw a bit of a weakness there at this side, as that they pushed up, just lacked the pace in behind there. And they've got to be very wary, because it's a very lively attacking lineup that the Warriors have at their disposal. Here's Price switching it out to Parcell. Adeline Aiton looks to thread it through for Parcell. Set her a task. Ryan will see that out, but She's a player that Taroona would love to get on the ball in this one, Adeline Ayton. She's got the ability to unlock defences. Just outside the box here to Lazinski. They'll move it down the left. You can see they're very keen to pass out from the back. Technically correct team as Mason dueling in midfield. Holly Ayton drops back and wins it. She looked to set Bremner away, picks her out well. Bremner controls, one-on-one with Lazinski. What can she do here? She waits for support. She'll drive to the byline, puts a cross in that was ill-directed. And that'll be a goal kick, so a bit of a wasted moment there for Taroona in attack. Bremner just not quite picking out the target. She had a couple to aim for in the box. Plenty of blue shirts were back for the Warriors though. Again, they'll look to pass out from the back. Blackman with a bit of an errant pass there. Set Roberts a task. She recovers it though. Oh, well done there by Bremner. Her cross is cut out though by Horgan. Zoe Horgan at the back does well and look to play it out. They might run into a little bit of trouble here again. It's turned over. Here's Callan, she lost it though. Now forward they go in the direction of Craw. Price will just hack this one forward. Straight to Lazinski. Blackman plays it back to her. Here's Craw, lays it back beautifully for Medwin. Medwin leaves it for Michael. Michael drives the pass, picks out Crawford. Well defended though by the Taroona back line. They look to switch the point of attack. It was cut out by Mason. Recovering it though was Crawford. Now here's innocent Michael looking to slide through Craw. Well dealt with once again at the back there. And Manuela, a reliable player for Taroona. It's Roberts on the ball now for the Warriors. Lays it back for Horgan. Horgan goes with a searching ball that's well cut out, but yes, losing the head a little bit there was Dunbabin. Just whacked it out of play rather than picking a pass. 10 minutes score on this one. 1-0 the Warriors' way. Throw in, headed away. He's Ayton now. Parcell nods it out of play. Just a bit away from her there. Tough ask. Parcell to do much with that. Need to hit the feet there, playing out from the back, Taroona. Long throw down the line is flicked on nicely. Manuela leads back though and will pick out Price. He returns it straight to Manuela. Pressured by Craw, but nice pass. Well kept in by Price, but she couldn't keep the follow-up ball in the direction of Parcell in. Warriors take over again. Interception there. Wasted again as they move forward. It's easy for Horgan at the back. Her and Roberts making a very comfortable time in the heart of defence. Just chopping out these the aimless balls forward. Here's Holly Ayton now looking to run and drive. Innocent Michael tracking back onto her and wins it. Well done by Michael. They've turned it straight back over though. Michael drives it forward. Whacked in the direction of Lucy Johnson now. It's the goal scorer Johnson. What can she do? She's one-on-one with Price. Looks to skip around her and does so nicely. It chips in. It's well handled by the keeper, Price. She's done well there to class that one out of the air. And Taroona away on the counter now. It's a really poor pass though on Mason. Wasted opportunity, an offside flag raised against Johnson. And that ends that attacking move. Short they go again. Two teams looking to play in a pretty positive manner, keeping it along the carpet. Here's Callanan. Works it out wide. Should get the ball again here and jinx around Craw. Medwin coming across to put pressure on Birch and wins the throw. Brzezinski is dispossessed. Pass back to Horgan though. Has an escaper, but she's got plenty of time to recover and spread her across to Ryan. Ryan goes wide to Lucy Johnson. Some turns and looks to play it into the channel there. Georgia Crawford couldn't quite pick her out, and Taroona again break up the play. They build something themselves though. One back by Johnson. Plays it forward. Keeper should be favoured to this, although she's only just got there. Really made to earn it there by Medwin racing in. St Michael duelling in the midfield now. Wins it back. Sets up to Blackman. To Medwin. Her pass not the best. Mason was there. In the end, it's going to be Roberts, the centre half, looking to charge forward and find the feet of Michael. She lays it back. Warriors content just to strike the ball around the pitch here. Monopolising possession. They're firmly on top. And they've got the lead. So it's Taroona who need to chase the game. One suspects they'll look to play a fairly counter-attacking style though. Well, that was nicely done there by Dunbabin. She had no one in support out on the right though. She looked up for a winger who tracked back Bremner and wasn't on offer. This should be cut out. It is. Daisy Parcell drops it in short for Dunbabin. She drives it in the direction of Ayton. Goes straight through and all the way to Johnson in goals. Forward it goes. Here's Amy Medwin now. Medwin gets up and looks to run at the defence. Now plays a through ball. Beautifully done to Johnson, who's offside. It was a perfectly placed pass from Medwin, showing her class there, but Johnson had just strayed and denied what would have been a chance to double the advantage. She didn't appear to have stolen a yard, so no surprises to see the flag there. Here's Parcell dealing with a couple there. Mason now in midfield. Michael back to Blackman. Forward it goes. Here's Holly Ayton up against Roberts. Roberts does well to win it and retreats back to the keeper. Olympia very content to build with a lovely passing game. They do play a good style. This one's going to be cut out, but Michael will recognise that and work back, trying to get around Dunbabin. Plenty of numbers back here for Taroona, disrupting them through the middle. They know they do want to play that correct passing game, so they're just going to stack the middle, try and disrupt them. Oh, there's a lovely run from Bremner. The through ball was rather aimless though. Ayton had broken to the right. Didn't have a target to pick out. A real flow to Taroona's game going forward at the moment. It's all very hit and hope. Here's Crawford in the middle. That's a good ball for Lucy Johnson. In behind again here, Lucy Johnson. She could double the Warriors' advantage. Great save, Price. Johnson took the shot on. Once again got in behind the lines. It's a good save. Maybe could have taken another touch or two. Manuela was racing back. He just did enough to put her off. She pulled the trigger early. Keeper makes a save, but Lucy Johnson is causing all sorts of problems getting in behind this back line at the moment. That's 3 times in the opening 15 minutes. She's just burnt off the centre backs. And if I'm Taroona, I'm really worried about that matchup, because she looks like she's going to cause some serious carnage at the back every time they go forwards. Every time Taroona have pushed the centre back slightly upfield, they've been caught out for pace, and you can tell Olympia are going to try and exploit that. Johnson looking very lively, a real warning shot that. Still 1-0, 16 minutes into this one. Throw in down the line, headed on by Crawford. Michael shields the ball, but Ayton dropped back onto her. Michael won out and played it back to Caitlin Roberts. Roberts now plays it forward from Medwin. Medwin lays it back to Roberts. Medwin will look to get on this. It'll be whacked out of there, but only as far as Crawford. Crawford looking to slide it through for Johnson. It was well cut out though. Surging onto it again is Georgia Crawford here. She gets to the byline, puts a cross in direction of Michael. Callanan worked it away, and here now is Blackman. Well defended again though by Taroona. Parcel's bursting right on the flank if they can get it to her, but again the service is at the head of Parcel and they just put it out in front of her. She's got pace to burn. Just suggests as much to Mason there. Just put it out in front of me, she says. Seems a good policy. She's a lively customer, Daisy Parcel, out on the flank. Pace for days. Not going to be of any use if they keep putting her on the scone. Michael was the target there. It was well cut out and Taroona with a chance. Michael had recovered though. Get it away from Dunbabin. Here's Adeline Ayton with a really ambitious shot from all the 40 yards. And Johnson will eat that one up and looks to get things moving quickly with a ball to Lucy Johnson. She'll look to use her pace again and burn down the right. She plays the first time ball. And that should be easy pickings at the back there, although slightly nervous moment as Medwin came in to pressure the keeper. Mason again seals Parcel a little short. Here's Adeline Ayton. They need her on the ball. She's a real playmaker when she can get time on the ball, and she spreads it wide to Parcel. Returns it to Ayton, who just stretching, couldn't control it and flicked it forward. Easily cut off there by Horgan, and again they'll recycle it at the back. Go through the middle and it's a good pass, and it's Blackman looking to flick it over the top. No one in that direction there for the Warriors, and that might just stay in play. I think Price was hoping it to go out, but it stays in. In the end, her clearance is blocked, and it'll be a throw in a pretty good position for the Warriors if they can try and box Taroona in here. Here's Parcel. Parcel to Mason. She looks to turn on it. Roberts. Now Michael. Very patient again from the Warriors. Exercising very good control over the game. They lead 1-0. They've not looked too troubled so far. Certainly, considering they lost 4-1, they played last time against Taroona. They were looking for a response, and I think they'll be quite happy with what they've produced early on here. Dribbling through the middle here is Dunbabin. Works it to Ayton, now Mason. Parcel in space if they can find her. They do. Now with a chance to run is Daisy Parcel. She looks up and waits for support and then curls an attempted through ball, but Zoe Horgan was there to cut that out. Well defended by the centre back. Intelligently read the intentions. A couple of runners there. Throw in the direction of Mason. Good control and feeds it to Adeline Ayton. Adeline Ayton drops it back off to Mason, who returns it. This is looking promising. Here's Holly Ayton now, lays it back for Mason again, who strikes from range. It was off target, but it was Taroona's best attacking move of the game. Adeline and Holly Ayton combining nicely at the top of the box. Mason getting involved there too. Some nice one-touch passing here. Maybe could have gone for a little bit more of it, but not always the worst policy to try the shot from range. It's worked for them a little bit this year, Taroona, certainly last time they met. Here's Michael now. Lays it back for Caitlin Roberts. 4 for Blackman, and they continue just to knock it around the back. Looking very deep at the moment is Innocent Michael. Appears to have just changed positions with Roberts temporarily. Charging forward was Ryan. That's a long ball forward, which Price should be able to get, and does so. Dunbabin to Ayton. Oh, but Michael read her intentions, got there first. Now she wants a runner, slides it through. That's a lovely ball from Michael. Sets up Craw, who's denied, but on the rebound scores, and Olympia double their advantage. Well, the keeper made the initial stop, but left it on the doorstep. And Craw was there to hammer it home. 2-0 now, the Warriors. They're putting their dominance on the scoreboard. It was a lovely through ball by Michael, and that is cruel on the keeper. Lovely save. Just couldn't quite control the rebound. Really stiff that one on Price. Made an excellent stop. It just escaped up. But it's Emily Craw who's made it 2-0 to the Warriors. And unfortunately for Taroona, this is reading a familiar script to what we've seen from the Warriors so often this season. So much attacking talent. And if they get in a groove early, they've been known to run up the score. Taroona need to fight back. They know they can score goals. It's a lovely turn from Madeline Aiton. She threads it through looking for Holly, but Innocent Michael was again back there to cut it out. Holly Aiton recovers well. Shields the ball from Michael. A fascinating duel this. Lacking a little bit of support. She waits for an option. It really presented itself, and in the end her shot was blocked. They might get a second bite at the cherry through Mason, but showed too much of it to Blackman. And now looking to counter here are the Warriors. They've got pace back the other way. Well done by Dunbabin to win the ball away from the dangerous Medwin. 22 minutes in, 2-0 to Olympia. They've had the chances and they've converted. Sloppy ball that, and one back by Crawford. Horgan now. Good at the back so far. That wasn't so good though, and the turnover. Offered a chance to pass forward again to Holly Aiton. Nothing on offer though. Here's Zoe Horgan again. Ping pongs around there. Olympia eventually retain possession. Callanan lays it back to Roberts. They're just looking complete control at the moment. Sustained possession. Taroona have really been able to get a foothold in this game. They might get an opportunity here. A really poor pass lets in Daisy Parcell. She can't get around Horgan though. Defended that nicely. Now Adeline Aiton with a chance. Turns onto her right, lays it back. Dunbabin has Blackman tied on her. Well done there by Callanan. Beats one, beats two. Couldn't beat three though. The numbers back, went out for the Warriors, and Innocent Michael will clear the area with a surging pass for Lucy Johnson. They might spring them the other way here. Here's Johnson surging forward. Bit of a block there from Price. Did just enough to hold her up, but still running with it is Johnson. Surging forwards, just beats them all, Johnson. Her shot is wide. It's just allowed to carry it all the way into the box. Not too easy. Saw the defender and went to block and just waltzed around another. Oh, Witches hats again, the shot not quite her best effort, but Lucy Johnson is looming large in this one. Her pace causing all manner of headaches at the back, and I'm not sure they've got the answer. Really every time Taroona have had a meaningful attack, they've been hit back the other way, and that's poor distribution from the back. And Olympia with a shot from range here. Just off target was Medwin. Spied the keeper maybe just slightly off the line and thought, oh, that'll be it from there. Nothing results from it, but wasn't too far away. Again, Taroona looked to build from the back. Pass is cut out. Mason lays it back for Dunbabin. Dunbabin to Birch. Birch out wide to Bremner. Most of Bremner's ball is to no one really. Again, it's easy pickings. Aiton will intercept though. Taroona will look to build. Tracking back really well though was Crawl, the goal scorer. Just disrupted the play, won it back for a side. And again, they look to get it out wide to the dangerous Lucy Johnson, but this time Price took the points. Mason to Dunbabin. Searching ball, couldn't quite pick out Bremner. It was well cut out there by Lazinski, the fullback. Now Amy Medwin again with those raking through balls. Nearly sprung Lucy Johnson early in a foul for the block that occurred afterwards given. And a free kick and another chance to build something here for the Warriors. So you have a look on the replay here. It was again Medwin looking to drive it forwards and just blocking the progress there off the ball of Lucy Johnson. An easy decision for the referee to make. Probably didn't really need to do it. The ball was never really going to find the intended target. Give a soft one to give away. Horgan wants a short option. Taroona well awake to that. Shutting down everything. And covering all those options. Trying to make them play it in the air. which is clearly not their preference. Here's Adeline Ayton now. What can she do? She looks to spring Bremner with a long ball. It's well cut out by Lazinski. Bremner kept fighting and won it though. Now looking to drive forward is Lisa Bremner with a shot from range, but it was always wide of the mark. It's really what they've been resorting to so far. Taroona, shots from range. They really had a clear-cut opportunity. It was well won back though by Bremner and surged forward. She's a dangerous customer. Has goals in her. Just really been unable to penetrate the 18-yard box here, really. All their efforts coming from outside. Here's Horgan streaming forward now. Plays it in towards Craw. Her pass sold Michael short. Mason lost it though, and then a lovely through ball over the top. Might spring Amy Medwin again. It's Medwin. She's got a couple to pick out. It goes in the direction of Craw. Well defended though. Away there, I think it was Dunbabin, but the area not cleared. Eventually, play will be halted. The offside flag had been raised, which brings that attack to an end. Again, those long-range through balls to the wide players of the Warriors really causing headaches. Medwin and Johnson really causing some havoc in wide areas with their pace. Michael was the one who sprung the attack that time. We tick towards the half-hour mark here at KG5. 2-0 in this Women's Super League game. The Warriors, as it stands, would be back on top of the table. Building forwards now, but doing Bremner no favours there was the pass from Mason. Couldn't pick her out. Lazinski with the throw, and we'll retreat back to Caitlin Roberts. Ayton comes across to press her and wants Parcell to move up and the rest of the team to press. Adeline Ayton joins in now and looks to put the pressure on Zoe Horgan, who's looked really comfortable on the ball all game, and again there, despite Ayton charging at her, showed real calmness on the ball, just to stroke it out wide. Just defended very well so far. It's a nice ball in the direction of Mason, controlled it well, laid it back for Dunbabin. It was blocked off by Craw. Ayton wins the throw in. Sweeping across there was Crawford. So blocked that one. Flicked on. Headed into touch again by Crawford. Turning on the ball nicely is Adeline Ayton. She just needs some support. She certainly looked classy on the ball when she's been given time, but just lacked support in advanced areas at times. Now here's Bremner wide on the right, looking to run at Lazinski. Looks to take her on, driving towards the byline. This is good from Bremner. And she looks to cut back. Defender sticking tight to her. And again, just no real end product, unfortunately. The cross is easily dealt with. The Warriors looking quite comfortable at the back. There's an errant pass though, nearly lets in Holly Ayton. Caitlin Roberts did well enough though, and they work it to Zoe Horgan. Again demanding something short, nothing on offer, so lofts it forward. Dunbabin cut it out. Now Mason, Roberts up and pressing her. Mason shields her from the ball, looks to turn back inside, nicely done. Fortunately the pass didn't match the quality. And the Warriors intercept, and one back again by Adeline Ayton. She's got two defenders for company, so just holds up and switches out wide to Lisa Bremner again. Plays the first time cross this time, takes a little block, and will she get the corner or will Michael get there? Michael does. And this and Michael will just calmly play her way out from the back with Lazinski. Or poor pass from Lazinski, nearly let in Ayton. It's whacked into touch. Again, a good little spell this for Taroona. Can they conjure something from it, find a way back into this game? They get back to 2-1, heading into half-time. Certainly wouldn't write them off. There's goals in this side. Ayton, Bremner, and Parcell, certainly good attacking talents. But this has been the worry. Back the other way. Lucy Johnson again driving, and her long ball should be cut out again by Price this time. Slightly overhit. See what they're looking to do. Here's Bremner running at Lazinski. Shields it from the ball well. Bremner drives inside. Works it to Adeline Ayton. To Holly Ayton. Holly Ayton with a raking ball searching for Parcell, but it was well cut out there by the fullback Ryan. Done a pretty good job early in this game. Michael's pass is blocked. She'll get a second bite at it. Looks to charge forward. Somehow maintains her balance. Advantage played and then flicks it through beautifully to Crawl. This is promising. Well cut out though by Birch. As they look to build from the back, here's Daisy Parcell. Parcell looks to run at the defender. Almost had Ryan fooled. Couldn't quite conjure anything. She works back now in defence. Ryan plays it down the line. I'm sure it was the best decision to keep it in there by Price. Another long through ball to the edge of the area. Keeper doesn't come. This could be 3-0. It is. A quality finish from Amy Medwin this time. The keeper was indecisive, needed to commit, saw that she wasn't going to be able to use her hands, retreated. That let in Medwin and she's punished them. A lovely through ball that from Lucy Johnson. And to be fair to the keeper, I don't think she was ever getting there. And a lovely finish from Medwin. Johnson turns provided this time. And those diagonals they've hit over the top whenever this Taroona back four is pushed up have really brought them undone. And once again, they pay full price. 3-0, nothing the keeper could do again. Just the brilliance of Johnson and Medwin on full display there. Parcell beaten to it by Ryan. Ayton hustling after it, but eased away from her by Innocent Michael. Bit of an air swing there from Blackman. They'll recover it though. Caitlin Roberts carries it out of defence. She continues to run to the centre back and then plays it in for Medwin. Here's Medwin once again driving forward, running out the defence. It's Amy Medwin, cuts in onto the right. She lays it back. It's Craw. 4 foot, I think, actually. And that's blocked in the end. Ayton. Now Parcell. She's got Ayton wrapping around and she looks to use her, but it's just overhit. And it's just not coming off for Taroona in this one. Warriors have been clinical back the other way. They just haven't quite been as crisp as their opponents throughout this contest, Taroona. 3-0 the score. Here is Craw. Lays it back for Horgan. Zoe Horgan across to Roberts. They've been excellent in the heart of defence. All the Warriors barely giving them a sniff. Another long ball over the top, searching for Lucy Johnson. Has picked her out well too. Lucy Johnson cuts it back and well taken by Price. These gaps really opening up and drawing the defence out of position. Lucy Johnson running right. Wide they go again to Bremner. Lisa Bremner. She's got Mason running forwards if she can pick her out. Michael's tracked her run well though, but Mason took it nicely, controlled it, waits for support. Comes in the form of Bremner. Plays the cross back in the Mason direction, but Caitlin Roberts was on hand to steer it behind for a corner ball. A chance here perhaps for Taroona. So we have a look at this good keeping by Price. Watching this one out of the air from the Johnson through ball. Erin Medwin have just wreaked utter havoc at the back for Taroona. They've had no real answer. Looks like it's going to be Lisa Bremner to take the corner. What can she do? She whacks it in. It's Dunbabin there who chested it down, but whacked away by Caitlin Roberts again. Very reliable figure in the heart of the Warriors' defence, Caitlin Roberts. And she reads this one before it can get to Mason, although found her anyway. Worked wide. Bremner. Crossing it in towards the 6-yard box. No one there though. Lucy Johnson just lets it run between her legs, deceive the defender, and she's off into open space. Dunbabin across to put her off, but she plays it in the mid-hill here where Crawford has it. She sets up Craw. This is looking promising again. Craw tries a shot, but Price was awake to it, and it does well to deny her. They turn defence into attack in the blink of an eye, this Warriors team, though. They've been very impressive going forwards. When they've got back in numbers, Taroona have done a pretty good job disrupting the passing game. That's offside. Should bring it into that move. Yeah, when they've had extended spells of possession and pass the ball around, Taroona have dealt with that pretty comfortably. It's when they've been pushing forwards, they've been caught back the other way. And that has been the problem in this game for them. And given they're having to chase the match, it's not a problem that's going to go away anytime soon. That wasn't particularly pretty there from Callanan. She draws a foul in the end, but slightly heavy touch. Yeah, we let the Warriors in again. So we tick towards half-time. 3-0 the Warriors' way. Anna Manuela plays it to Ayton. Ayton's pass easily cut off by the fullback Ryan. She looks to get forward. She's got Medwin in a channel to pick out. Might be two defenders to pick her out. Does that. Here's Medwin driving. And Medwin has done it again. 4-0. They are running right. Medwin tearing them apart down this left-hand side. Although it was side netting initially. Beautiful through ball from Ryan. The two defenders unable to get there. And from the angle, keeper beaten. Probably would have liked that one again. Beaten at the near post. No keeper likes to get done there. But it's Amy Medwin again. It's 4-0. That is probably game over just before half-time. Well, just 2 weeks ago they played, and it was a 4-1 victory for Taroona. What a turnaround this has been. This has been all one-way traffic. Here's Daisy Parcell looking to set up Ayton. Ayton has got Mason, but again it's well run by Caitlin Roberts there. She's been superb. Lucy Johnson charging forward again. Beats one, beats two, still going. Looks to put it forward for Medwin. Could this be another one for Amy Medwin? Showing just why she's such a good young player, Medwin. A real star of the future. At a higher level than Tasmania football one suspects, as this one is lobbed over the top in the direction of Mason, and that is almost handling the ball outside the area, I thought, there by Margot Johnson. I'd love to see a replay on that one if we could. That was ominously close to the box. So we have a look here. The slow-mo. I reckon that is outside the box. Very stiff there as Ayton tries from range. Lovely work there, Ash, our star, man, with the technical setup here. A super slow-mo showing that probably was just outside the box and a little bit aggrieved there, Taroona, as Roberts carries it forward again for the Warriors. Again, it's Medwin, lays it back from Michael. Michael with a raking crossfield ball. No one there, but in the open space allows Crawford to run into it. She plays it over the top to Lucy Johnson. Lucy Johnson chipping it forward towards Craw. She'll go on the end of it eventually. Works it back to Medwin. Medwin with a shot. Saved by Price. And it remains 4-0, but they look a little bit rattled to her and up. They've been carved apart all too easily at the back here. They've got their tails up, this young Olympia side, and they're playing some beautiful football. Really putting on a show for what is a pretty good crowd here at KG5. Saw the funds from the spectators today going up to Speak Up Stay Chatty, a great charity organisation dealing with mental health, and I dare say a bit of money would have been raised today because we've got a pretty full grandstand here at KG5, which is great to see. Watching a pretty impressive display from the Warriors, and this young player in particular, Medwin, who's put it in the direction of Johnson, heads in her own path and then didn't really make the contact she would have liked on the shot. An easy save for Price, but it really has been the Johnson and Medwin show up front through 40 minutes, and really with every passing minute they're doing something new. Here's Mason in midfield now. Here's Daisy Parcell. Hasn't had much time on the ball today to be able to run at the defence as she'd like. She looks to switch the play, but it's intercepted by Lazinski. Plays it short for innocent Michael. Michael charging forward. Just marauding through the middle. Played it there to Blackman, but turned over. Michael again. Here's Medwin, who's got a yard of space. She's causing Birch some real headaches down this left-hand flank. Is Medwin. She cuts inside onto the right. Thinks about a shot, lays it to the top to Blackman in acres of space and puts it over the top. That really should have been 5-0. Amy Medwin once again causing all sorts of problems. Beats 3 defenders, beautiful ball, and drive a truck through that gap there that Blackman had at the top of the box and put it over the top. Could so easily have been 5-0. I think their heads might have dropped here for Taroona, and they've turned the ball over again. They need half time. They'll be hoping to get into the sheds without conceding any more. Cross comes in, that should be dealt with. Don't know about trying to carry it out. They're forced to turn over here. Craw. An offside flag has been raised, however, which will bring that attack to a halt. Beautiful evening for football out here at KG5. Some pretty wild weather in recent weeks, but no sign of that as Ryan turns the ball over and surges forward in the box, lays into the path of Craw, but whacked away again. Lucy Johnson, unfortunately for Taroona, they've just kind of fallen apart here. They're turning it over out from the back far too routinely. They were moving the ball pretty well early on, but as the goals have flown in, the confidence appears to have dropped, and they're just making basic passing errors, and almost another one there. They know Taroona are capable of a lot better than this. They did beat them 4-1 quite recently, and they've been a pretty good side. Here's Aiton. Mason lays it forward for her. She's got 4 blue shirts to contend with, though. Might want to hold up and wait for the support of Bremen down the right. Instead, she lays it back for assist to Adeline Aiton. I'm not sure if that was a shot. It was a very ambitious one if it was. It was easily blocked, and now the Warriors will come back the other way. Searching ball over the top, but Craw had just come from an offside position and was getting back on. So she couldn't run after that one. Here's Manuela. Laid back to her. Looking to build from the back, but Ryan again read the intent of the pass to Parcell and got in there. Zoe Horgan on the ball now. Charging forward, looks to thread the needle, well cut out by Mason. Daisy Parcell now. Out for a throw in as we tick towards half time. 44 minutes gone here at KG5. In complete control of the Olympia Warriors. Here's Horgan again. Whacks it forward in the direction of Craw. Couldn't find her, and now Callanan. Out to Birch. Dunbabin. So look, just string a few passes together. Manuela. Back to Callanan. They've not been able to do it really in the last 20 minutes. They've been turning the ball over fairly routinely. They would like to just have a bit of a spell of possession as Roberts will be on the end of this one here. Gets it from Horgan, and Roberts now plays it forward. Manuela was there. Here's Mason. Had some nice touches, done a few good things in the midfield, Mason, but just lacked a little bit of support, and she's turned that one over there to Innocent Michael. Michael just sold him a little short now. Here's Adeline Aiton storming through the middle. Looks to set Holly Aiton away, but it was set too far out ahead of her, and Margot Johnson can pick that one up. Adeline Aiton reading the direction of that pass and swooping on it. They could get her on the ball a bit more. Taroona might well have a couple of goals in them. She's looked lively, Adeline Aiton, but hasn't had enough. And unfortunately, before she can do anything with that one, the whistle goes for half time. A dominant first 45 minutes from the Olympia Warriors. They've been all over Taroona every time they've gone forwards. They've been caught back the other way with pace. Lucy Johnson and Amy Medwin absolutely running riot. And it's been a pretty impressive display from Olympia, and it's hard to see a way back in it for Taroona as we have a look at the highlights here. Keeping there from Price. She's probably a bit stiff to have seen 4 go past her. There's not been a lot she could do. It's been very much one-way traffic. This was the first one. Medwin placing it for Johnson, and a beautiful finish there, off balance. Got a left foot to it. Beautifully done by Lucy Johnson, putting it safely into the corner of the net. That was just 5 minutes in, and they haven't really looked back since that moment. Taroona had a few good moments in attack. Daisy Parcell there showing some nice skill to beat someone, but those moments were far too few and far between. Lucy Johnson, we see again, was just causing all sorts of problems down the right, cutting inside onto that left. And here was the second one, a raking through ball. Actually, that was the offside against Johnson. That was looking like it was going to be the second one. A beautiful through ball over the top. And then there was a beautiful through ball. This one she was onside for, Lucy Johnson, and a good save from Price, who was very busy throughout the half. And this was the type of efforts that Taroona were really restricted to. Just kind of hopeful strikes from range. This was their best passing move of the game, ending with a shot from Mason, which curled over the top. But again, it was from a long way out. Innocent Michael here slides it through to Emily Crawl. Great save. But bang, left it on the doorstep. That was 2-0. And from that moment on, really, Taroona's heads dropped. And it was all one-way traffic. Some lovely skill there from the centre half, Callanan, to beat a couple. Just disjointed, really. Powerful shot from range there from Medwin. She was a constant threat throughout the first 45. Let's take a bit of a breather here and be back with the second half. to KG5 for the second half of this PFD Super League game between Olympia FC Warriors and Taroona Football Club. A pretty one-sided first half, to say the least. I think this is coming through. Just working through our half-time technical issues, but it's Taroona who've got the most work to do, and their issues because they were absolutely torn apart at the back in that half. Amy Medwood in particular just really damaging them with every involvement. Lucy Johnson as well down the other flank. It was just inability to deal with the pace and skill of those two really that has this 4-0 at the half-time break. And if they had to be any chance of staging some sort of fight back, they need to find a way to negate the error force on the contest. I'm not sure if we've seen any half-time substitutions yet. It's like one. It looks like Sophie Lazinski has been subbed out for Bonnie Davies for Olympia. Taroona haven't made a change yet. So we'll see what adjustments they make as they try and get back into this game. They're coming from a long way back though. Davies, another attacking player. Not sure if we'll see a bit of a formation change here. Well, a few players are moving about with the match pretty much locked up at this stage. And it looks like Medwin has been moved to full back and Davies is playing wide on the left. So she's done her job, she's done the damage, Medwin, and they're just going to chuck her back into defence now. Very capable of playing in multiple positions. Here's Amy Medwin. Davies heads it on now in the direction of Craw. Craw now controlling, and lays it back to Roberts. Roberts spreads it wide, so the half beginning as the last one ended. I don't think I see any tactical adjustments from Taroona as of yet. Looks like Bremner wide on the right, Parcell wide on the left, with Ayton up top, Mason and Adeline Ayton just in behind those two, and Dunbabin behind the pair of them. So no changes, but maybe we see a tactical tweak. Lays it back here. Adeline Ayton will get there first ahead of Craw, did well. Now charging forward is Mason, looking to get in behind here, but it was well defended by Zoe Horgan. Did it comfortably. She's been a rock at the back today. Medwin plays it forward. Now Roberts. It should be cut out there by Dunbabin, and he's got plenty of time to recover it. Roberts charging forward, plays it to Davies. Davies searching there for Blackman, couldn't quite find her. Now it's Craw. Hit the back boot there of Blackman, who's able to recover it. Johnson had just held her run. And cross comes in. It's a dangerous one. Price does really well to control it. And just clutched that one for a fifth. Could find the back of the net. Oh, dangerous moment there from Bremner. Looks to get round Davies. Now launches it forward. And again, Horgan is there to cover. Zoe Horgan really comfortable on the ball. She looks to dissect them and pass it forward in the direction of Davies, who draws the foul on Callanan. And there's a good piece of keeping it there from Price. Free kick will be taken. Nia Blackman plays it back to Horgan. Now into St Michael's, surrounded by Taroona shirts, so quickly retreats. Now Amy Medwin. Just going to settle back into a full-back role. Her job's done. She's probably won the game just about off her own boot already. Into St Michael. Lobbing it forwards. No one there to get on the end of it though. So there's been a bit of a reshuffle for the Warriors. Lucy Johnson appears to be dropping back a little deeper. That's a lovely raking through ball and then blasted over the top there by Ryan, who bombed on. And it looks like Lucy Johnson is playing fullback, or slightly deeper in midfield. Ryan had just overlapped there, so a bit of a tactical tweak, although that was just covering perhaps. As Ryan bombed on. Here's Callanan. Michael dueling with Mason, and there's a judge to have fouled Mason there. An easy decision for the ref to make that one. They've got to find some way back into this contest, Taroona. They need an early goal if there to be any chance. They scored 4 the last time the two teams met, but I think a couple of factors on that day. One in particular, the Kelvin Park pitch compared with the artificial surface here at KG5 as the cross comes in, and Margot Johnson was ever alert to get in there ahead of Mason. But I really think that the pitch here at KG5 compared with Kelvin, it's really been allowing Olympia to play this short passing game that they like. They keep it along the deck, they move it with speed, and a lot easier to do it on this pitch. That's been a real factor. Well won there in midfield by Adeline Ayton. Spreads it forward now to Daisy Parcell, looking to run, but a pass was errant. And Roberts was there. Showed a bit too much of it to Holly Ayton though, and they'll turn the ball back over. Again, it's Daisy Parcell back to Adeline Ayton. They need to get her on the ball. She plays a through ball in the direction of Bremner. Medwin's across though, and it just crosses the byline for another goal kick. And Margot Johnson can get them reloaded here 5 minutes into the second half. Innocent Michael on the ball. The Warriors, just wonder if maybe they'll put the cue in the rack a little bit. As this one's passed forward and put into touch there by Birch. And a foul throw. Don't see too many of them. So let off there for Taroona. Yeah, foul throw, so maybe they have just relaxed a little bit, the Warriors, with the game well in their keeping. Dunbabin on the ball. A raking crossfield pass is good to Lisa Bremner. She's got a bit of space in front of her, she can run with it. Instead opts to play it to Holly Ayton, holds up and waits for support. She's got Mason making a bursting run if she can pick her out. It's a beautiful ball from Ayton. Here's Mason with a chance. Ryan came across, keeps on fighting there, still going is Mason. Can she put it in the back of the net? Oh, brilliantly blocked. The Olympia defence just got back in numbers. Mason was fighting the one-woman war, really just kept trying, couldn't quite get round. And in the end, well done to the Warriors defence to hold them out. That was sprung by a beautiful through ball from Holly Ayton. Just set that attack up. Wonderful stuff there from Ayton. Oh, that's a dangerous moment here. Lucy Johnson cutting through them, looking to play in crawl. And in the end, it rolls over the line for a goal kick. 2-on-1 situation was looking very dicey for a moment. Hannah Manuela did just enough to put the pair of them off. But Johnson and Crawl looking on there for a second. Here's Adeline Ayton turning on the ball. Lays it back. Chips it forward there. Mason bustled out of it by Innocent Michael. Now Crawford playing forwards. Here's Adeline Ayton. Ayton wide to Bremner. Bremner lays it back, but that's again intercepted. And charging forward now for the Warriors, looking to set away Davies. Will she beat the line? I don't think so. Not quite. Molly Davies, substitute on. Fresh legs looking to get in behind there, but it wasn't to be. Through ball there from Blackman. As we have a look at this almost moment. Clearance was straight into a brilliant block there to save the day. Just wonder if maybe when the keeper made contact initially, if she went down, might have got herself a spot kick. She kept soldiering on though, Mason, as Michael drives it into the box. Well defended there though. It was well away by Callanan, but only as far as Medwin, who was overlapping. And put into touch. The Warriors would get it here in a rather advanced area. Edgeworth with the throw, very much looming as the match winner after that first half, as she puts a dangerous cross in here to the box, but no one there making the run to the near post. Price is able to get there. Birch trying to build from the back, but that was well shut down by Ryan. Forced to retreat back to Manuela. Back to Birch. Birch to Parcell, who couldn't quite keep it in as the throw-in is awarded. Just hasn't had the service today, Daisy Parcell. Too often the balls that have been played to her have been high and awkward to deal with. Put it out in front of her and let her run. That's when she does her best work. Here is Horgan now for the Warriors. Plays it centrally. Controlled by Blackman. Laid back for Medwin. Wants to return the favour. Adeline Aiton defending well though. And Blackman is forced to retreat back to Caitlin Roberts. Tries to change the direction of the attack and did it rather poorly to Parcell. They could be on here on the counter, Taroona. Parcell looks up, feeds it to Aiton. Holly Aiton waits for support. Oh, should have fed Bremner. Does so eventually. As the moment passed here, Olympia with plenty of shirts back and Bremner tries to kill a ball. That's easy pickings for Johnson. Looks like the offside flag had been raised, or the assistant spotted something. Referee coming over to consult. Maybe a bit of shirt grabbing. Oh, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. It's a free kick's been given. Yep, no idea to be honest. But a free kick in a good area here. I think the assistant might have flagged in the initial play. It wasn't spotted till a little bit later. Anyway, Adeline Aiton with a chance. Angle perhaps just working against her though. Probably more suited to the left footer than the right foot of Adeline Aiton, but we've seen her score from free kicks in advanced areas like this before. She's got a wonderful technique. Bremner just leaning on Michael in the wall there, trying to disrupt them. What has Adeline Aiton got in her locker? She chips it over the top. It was always high and rising over the top there. And the moment passes in attack. And Bremner just disrupting the wall, but it was a wicked curve, unfortunately. Never looked too likely to trouble Margot Johnson in the Warriors' goals. Again, they look to play it out from the back, although that was read by Aiton. And then a spectacular volleyed effort is wide of the mark. She read it nicely, Aiton. She swooped on it. And again, the end product just hasn't been there for Taroona. Didn't quite get the volley right. Would have been one of the goals of the season if that had flown in. She's already got a contender for that from the free kick earlier in the Super League. Here's Caitlin Roberts now. Feeds Michael. Innocent Michael driving it forward, but it was well read by Manuela. Manuela to Callanan. Callanan back to Birch. So that was Price who's played it forward. And Caitlin Roberts has just set her keeper a task here. She just about keep it in and return it to Roberts. Put under a bit of pressure. And it's down in the corner. Look at the Taroona players swooping. Look at Caitlin Roberts. Just storm out of there. Pass was a poor one though. It presents a chance here for Taroona. Trying to shape to shoot was done badly, but just couldn't get free enough to fire off an effort that would test the keeper. Liberal the press, a bit of intensity about Taroona at the moment. They're applying the pressure and forcing turnovers. Can they make something happen? Here's Holly Aiton on the ball. Holly Aiton with a shot from range. Always wide of the mark. And that's unfortunately been all they've really had in an attacking sense, Taroona. Just shots from range, and we might see that change shortly. It looks like the substitution being made. I think that's Blackwood Coyle coming on for Bremner. And number 9, a bit of a surprise omission from the starting lineup. She comes on. She's a player who can score goals and look to work off Aiton up top. See if she can bring something to the table. Blackwood Coyle. It'll be Roberts again looking to pass out from the back. the thing that really stands out about this Warriors backline, they're also comfortable on the ball. The ball is punched forward in the direction of Manuela, whose header wasn't the best. Nearly lets in Lucy Johnson. Birch was across the cover. Johnson recovers it though for the Warriors and then feeds it through for Crawford. Again, Manuela was on hand though. Really clear it, and Ryan just lets it roll out of play. Punch forward, takes a deflection. Looks forward in the direction of Ayton, but it was Innocent Michael there to win it back. Boy, Ayton tracking back in defence. So a striker there, a pile of work. Trying to get her team back into the game. Here now is Medwin. Medwin looks to get up and run, feeds Innocent Michael, who just couldn't quite control it. She was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. She had acres of space out there on the left, Innocent Michael, and not someone you want to be giving space in advanced areas to. The offside trap appears to have worked. Oh, it's poor from the back here. It's forced a turnover. Lucy Johnson now receives the ball from Craw. Drives into the box around Manuela. Manuela stuck to her though and did really well. Did Hannah Manuela, won the ball back. It's going to come right back at them. Blackman feeds it to Medwin, looking to bomb forward. Here's Medwin charging into the box. Her cross is shut down. She'll get another bite at it. Just showed a bit too much of it, but she kept soldiering on here. Still going is Medwin, still going is Medwin. This could be a stunning goal, but it's a brilliant keeping from Price. Denies Medwin another. Oh, it was brilliant feat from Amy Medwin, but the keeper was up to her task. Fantastic stop there in goals. She stayed down afterwards. There was a fair bit of fizz on that shot. Put the body on the line to make the save. Appears to have come off slightly worse for wear from it. Teammates rush across to deal with it. She absolutely bailed them out here. Medwin twice looked like she'd lost the ball. That one got a bit far away from her, but juked around Manuela. Then got around Callanan. There's a fine piece of keeping there to deny Medwin another goal. As the crowd give her a round of applause, back to her feet, and why not? Some lovely goalkeeping there. The Warriors will just give the ball back there. We'll get restarted. Immediately they press on here. Fighting for the ball is Craw. And it goes over for a goal kick, so no more threat there. The score still 4-0 as we pass the hour mark here at the home of football, KG5. PFD Women's Super League Olympia will be on top after this one and are looking very good to take out the title. Launceston City, their main competition. So certainly the teams has played through there. Here's Crawford and she absolutely buries it 5-0. All too easy. Crawford races onto the through ball, hammers it home past Price. It's just a lovely little through ball this, just a drop pass. Hits it first time, keeper with a despairing lunge, cannot get there. And that is 5-0 now to the Warriors, absolutely dominating this contest. They've been far too good for Taroona. Well and truly exercising the demons from that 4-1 loss a couple of weeks ago. There's been no sign of that. It's been all one-way traffic. And really the only question now is just how much they'll win by. As Ayton tries to rattle off a shot, but well wide of the mark. Fell for her. Just bustling through there, Holly Ayton. It's always off balance hitting the shot though. It was never going to be easy. Caitlin Roberts on the ball, pressured. Now here's the substitute Blackwood, Coyle. Going to jink around Roberts, but couldn't do so. Still got it, Caitlin Roberts. The ball on a string at the back. Plays it to Innocent Michael. She whacks it forward, looking for the substitute Davies. Now almost charging forward again was Medwin. She was about to go off into open field again, and she's so often has today. Just not been able to match the pace of Medwin. Here's Aiton. Back to Callanan. Cut out by Blackman. Lucy Johnson now looks to set it forward for Craw. Craw pressures Callanan, retreats back to Price, and clears the area with a relieving goal kick straight down the throat of Michael, though. Controlled it nicely. And now they look to attack again through Lucy Johnson. Johnson with a crossfield pass. Roberts getting forward and chipped in the direction of Craw, but it was seen away from her. Able to control was Davies. Callanan whacks it out of play. The ref had spotted something though, and a slice of cheese there for Callanan. Called dissent, I think. They've been given the free kick, but it's Callanan into the book. The first slice of cheese of the game. Bit of dissent from the centre half, I think. And into the book she goes. Doesn't appear too aggrieved with the decision, but she's now got to walk the tightrope to centre back. There's been too much maliciousness in this game, mind you, so not really too much of an issue as Aiton gets on the ball. Aiton chips it over the top with a searching ball for Blackwood Coyle, but Medwin was back to cover. Retreats back to Johnson. And Johnston plays it forward. Picking it up there was Crawford. Then they go forward. It's well cut out by Hannah Manuela though. She works it wide to Daisy Parcell. Lays it back to Birch. Also a return pass, and it's set out in front of her. Looks Zoe Horgan's favoured to get there to cover her. But Parcell looks up and tries to beat Horgan again. She can't though. I don't think anyone's got around Zoe Horgan all day. An absolute rock at the back as the substitution is being ready for the Warriors here. It's going to be Olivia Bomford on for Craw. And a good performance from Emily Craw today. She's caused plenty of problems as Bomford comes on to play up top. Another very capable and likely attacker. An embarrassment of riches, really, this Warriors side. See why they're top. It'll be a fascinating duel with them and City for the title. Here they come again. That was well cut out by Aiton though. Adeline Aiton with a strike from range. Just spied Johnson a little bit off a line and tried to take advantage of it, but never made sufficient contact there. So they look to pass it out from the back again. Ryan down the line to Lucy Johnson. Lucy Johnson back to Horgan. Drives it forward, but it was picked off there by Dunbabin. Feeds Holly Aiton. Aiton with a raking pass for Blackwood Coyle. This looks promising. Blackwood Coyle, but Medwin was across to defend. So fast and just gets across there. So whack it into touch. It'll be a corner. She came from well back to make up the ground. Just sneaks in behind and flicks it back for the corner. A set piece opportunity here for Taroona to try and conjure something up. It'll be no more than a consolation goal at this point, but certainly it would be something to take home. Daisy Parcell to take. Set piece routine. In the end, it goes back to Aiton, who just didn't quite make the contact. They worked it well. They'd fooled the defence, but now back the other way come the Warriors, and this has been the issue all day. They've been lightning on the attack. Davies looks to feed it through, but it was well cut out. Nicely done there by Price. Mason in midfield now. Oh, a lovely little turn there. Sticking to her all over like a cheap suit, though, was Blackman. Forced her to retreat. Daisy Parcell just let it get away from her. Cool beat Davies there. They go short to Crawford. Crawford to Ryan. Just let it get away from her, and Blackwood Coyle seizes on the mistake. Laid it back, but Birch's touch was far too heavy, and into touch it goes. As we are ready, another substitution by the looks of it, and looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Adeline Ayton. She looks a little bit proppy, and it would appear her day is done. A few nice moments with Addie Ayton, but it's not quite enough to be able to influence the contest. And I think it's Dunbabin who's coming on for Ayton. So what can she do? Here's innocent Michael now. Michael plays it forward. Blackwood Coyle turning nicely, but back onto her was Blackwood. They've defended very well, you've got to say. And that's going to work there to win the throw in. Elaine Fader, in fact, is the substitute there. Dunbabin, the ground announcer, rather throwing it, as we see a shot driven towards the near post, but easily left alone there by Johnson into the side netting. And no threat to Johnson's goal. Here's Amy Medwin now looking to surge forward. Really lively customer. Lovely ball into the channel there, but they've turned it over. Back the other way they come. It's nicely done by Manuela. She'll get it back here in a minute. And she does indeed. Anna Manuela plays it forward to Mason. Past that one. Mason surrounded by blue shirts though. Goes to ground, play on as the referee. Blackwood Coyle with a heavy touch, which lets in Johnson. A bit more subdued in the second half, Lucy Johnson. Still playing a little bit deeper, but after the first half, it matters a little. It's a dominant display from her and Medwin that set this win up. Here's Caitlin Roberts. Roberts to Johnson. Waits for a run. It's a searching ball that might pick out Medwin. Perfectly placed to the overlapping Medwin. Medwin with the cross, and then headed home by Blackman, I think it was, with the header. 6-0. It's Blackman with the touch again. It was Johnson and Medwin combining. All too easy. And Amy Medwin, what a star she is. She has put on an absolute show tonight. Perfectly placed cross. Keeper just watches it over the head to the unmarked runner. 6-0. They are converting their dominance. It's once again Medwin the provider. It's been a great individual display from her. She's fed the ball. Inch perfect pass to the byline, an inch perfect cross, and the header really couldn't miss from all of a yard out. 6-0 now, and it's been a real thumping. Taroona have not got near them on this KG5 pitch. They have looked very slick indeed. I think it really does suit them, the wider expanses on the artificial pitch. Probably the best ground they'll get for their style of game. Here's Caitlin Roberts. Drives it forward. Turning and running now is Bomford with a perfect ball through to Johnson. Johnson could make it 7, and she does. All too easy. Straight through the middle of the park. Bomford feeds Johnson. Johnson makes it 7. And this is an absolute thumping now. Manuela just got dragged up towards the ball, and it was fairly routine from there. Right through the heart of the defence, like the hot knife through butter that was. 7-0 now. We came here expecting the Warriors would be favourites, but we thought they'd give a better account than this. At the back, they've just been no match for the slick passing and movement of this Olympia side, who have just sent out a fair message to the rest of the Super League. Launceston City, I suppose, who are their main contenders. If they play on this ground like this, I don't know who's going to stop them. This has been very, very impressive stuff from the Warriors, and they might not be done yet. Really looking to put them to the sword. They've run up some cricket scores this year, and they might be well on their way to doing it again. Double figures not out of the question. Bit of a stoppage here. I think again they might have just touched the ball from the keeper playing it before it left the box. And it's going to be a free kick. Right on the edge of the area. Adelaide Aiton's off. Otherwise should be the likely take, you think, but Hannah Manuela is the one to take it. Tries to catch the keeper off guard and put it just wide of the post. Good Manuela. Just spied. The keeper wasn't quite ready. Took it. And wasn't far away from notching a consolation marker there. Not to be, however, for the centre back. A pretty difficult day for Taroona. Defenders in particular have really been overrun by a very slick unit. This player, chief amongst them, Amy Medwin, she might not be done yet. She's playing as a fullback. She's still causing all sorts of damage, bombing on. Feeds the substitute Bonnie Davies, who's surging down the left. She'll look to get the ball into the box, but the pass was too narrow and easily picked up there by Price before an eighth will go flying into the back of the net. He's done Babin. Showed too much of it though. So Lucy Johnson sets it up for Michael. Innocent Michael surging through the middle, looks to set up Bomford. But across to just about deal with it is Price. And Lily Price puts it into touch. 15 minutes to go here. I think Taroona will be very glad to have the final whistle and get off this pitch. So it has not been a particularly enjoyable game for them. Another substitution being readied here by Taroona. Now it's going to be Dunbabin coming on for Callanan. 15 minutes here.
Substitution for Taroona coming on, Callanan, and coming on, number 16, May come there.
Mason against Michael. Tight tour is Michael. Mason as well to hold off her attentions and lays it back. They force the turnover eventually though. Innocent Michael plays into the channel for Crawford. Bomford in the middle, instead goes back to Innocent Michael. Michael's cross is blocked and behind for another corner. Another good chance for the Warriors. Piling the pressure on late. Disappointing that you haven't seen more of a contest tonight. We have seen a very slick football team in the Warriors. Pretty big crowd here at KG5. Good attendance. Plenty through the gates, raising money for Speak Up Stay Chatty as the ball goes through a sea of legs and then scooped over the top. That probably should have been 8-0. Just worked over the top there. The defence just not dealing with it. In the end, could easily have been 8-0. Corner played in. And I think a few heads have dropped in this Taroona lineup now. Price just holding off. Bomford had no one to pass the ball back to, really. He was just waiting for support. Never came. Down the line they go. Michael gets a boot to it. Here's Mason. Works it towards Holly Aiton. Medwin's there though. Her pass rebounded off Johnson. It was Crawford rather, and she now is the one to play it forward, but that's cut out. Holly Aiton again. It's surging backwards. Surging back rather. There's Blackman. He's done well. Olympia look to charge forward again. Here's Innocent Michael. And another good game in the midfield. And that's a beautiful ball. The keeper just gets there. It's a perfect pass, just about. There's Lucy Johnson again racing on the end of it. Not far away. Only on the end of Michael's through ball for an 8th goal. And Taroona conjure up a consolation marker. Before they go, surging down the left here. Here's the substitute. And Fader, but she can't get to that one. Brought some pace to the contest. Fader hasn't had too many involvements since coming on, but they've not had a lot of the ball. It's been all one-way traffic in this second stanza, as it really was for much of the first. Cross comes in, that should be easily dealt with by the keeper, who decided to trap it with the feet. And Johnson had a slightly heart-and-mouth moment, drew a gasp from the crowd. Oh, lovely turn there from Lucy Johnson, but then just showed too much of it to Holly Ayton, who is now pressured by her and does enough to force the errant pass. Parcell kind of get frustrated to figure that out. Been able to get on the end of much today. Roberts plays back to Horgan, retreats to a keeper. So we enter the final 10 minutes of regulation time here. Looks like a goalie swap is being readied by Taroona. Of course, rather big name keeper in Melissa Barbieri, we're expecting, unfortunately doing the ACL earlier in the week, ruling her out of this one. I wonder how she would have gone. Admittedly, I don't think there's too much the keeper could have done. Now, most of these goals from the Warriors have been pretty clinical tonight. So we're going to see Price subbed out here. I'm entirely sure. And Ebony King, I think, is the backup keeper. She's going to come on for the final 10 minutes and have a bit of taste of Super League action. Price made some nice saves today between the sticks, but very little she could do to stop this Olympia rout. Charging forward with it again was Blackman. Mason looks to dispossess Michael. Michael wins it. Back to Blackman. Now Crawford. Good reading of the game there from Manuela, but Zoe Horgan was up. Worked it forward towards Davies, and well done by Bomford. Just kept a hold of the ball, sets it up for Horgan, who's bobbed up front all of a sudden. Bomford jukes round 1, jukes round 2, jukes round 3. This will be a spectacular goal. Bomford makes it 8 in spectacular style. She beat them all. What a goal that is. 8-0. Might just be the best of the lot. Just could not stop up. Got round 1 defender. And the second. Third one just commits. And into the back of the net. 8-0. And a spectator by the name of Ricky just really enjoying that one. Big grin on his face down there. Fan of football. And that brought a smile to his face for sure. There's Ayton, thumps it forward. Mason. Worked back to Johnson by Medwin. Now Lucy Johnson will pick it up on the wing. Tried the nice little pass there, Roberts. Couldn't quite spring Johnson again. Someone just bounces off Parcell's shoulder and into touch. The heave down the line might set Johnson away again. Medwin came in ferociously there, and they'll be out for a throw in Taroona's way. Real attack on the ball on Medwin. She's played with the same intensity from the first minute of the 83rd here. Fair piece of the Taroona player there too. This one will just roll into touch. Now go Johnson again. sting well and truly out of this contest now. Michael spreads it wide to Ryan. It's in a little bit of trouble. Nice work there, and it's a dangerous through ball. Roberts skews the clearance, and Johnson gets in a little bit of trouble. She can't use her hands, I don't think. Well, I suppose it wasn't technically a back pass, so she can eventually. She certainly didn't initially go for it, but finally picks it up. But yeah, certainly wasn't a pass. It was a skewed clearance as Ayton, a lovely turn, goes one way, then the other, then back the other. Just trying to out-muscle Blackman here. Eventually does infringe, so well done there, my young Blackman. Stuck to the task, drew the foul. Ayton has toiled hard up top for Taroona. Working very hard throughout the contest, but they've been well and truly outclassed today, unfortunately. There's a chance here for Parcell to get in behind, plays the first time cross. Again, Caitlin Roberts is there to intercept and shut down that attack. Her and Horgan have been immense as a partnership. Lovely through ball, might just set Crawford away. Getting across the deal with that was Manuela. Down the line to Parcell. Parcell just sold Ayton a little short. Horgan pressured by Blackwood Coyle, gets it to Bomford. Michael, Crawford, now Medwin. To Roberts, who looks to spring Medwin once again. And she's in acres of space here, Medwin. She can look up and get a cross in. She does just that. Comes to the back post. Couldn't quite pick out a target. The attacking moment not quite done with yet. Horgan on the ball. Goes to Blackman, back to Horgan. Horgan, cut out by Dunbabin. Now they might be able to catch him back the other way. Ayton surging forward. Blackwood Coyle, I think, is in an offside position, so that wouldn't have mattered anyway as the through ball was shut down. Daisy Parcell wins it back. Here's Parcell looking to charge into the box, but she won't get around Horgan, who's well and truly had her number today. A long raking ball over the top, and again the pace in behind her. Medwin, will she get there first? The substitute keeper, Ebony King, did really well. Offside anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, but King was alert off her line there. She'll whack it away from Medwin. And it's been time and time again a direct ball to those pacey wide players of the Warriors has brought them undone. Threatened to do so once again there, but the offside flag negating that anyway. Parcell plays it back in towards Mason. Lovely skill there from Crawford. She's had a very good game. Most of the Olympia team have, in truth. They've been very, very slick. Here's Crawford. Lays it short. Bomford, and Crawford then fed it through looking for Lucy Johnson. Couldn't quite get it. Here's Daisy Parcell with a rare bit of space. Blackwood Coyle wants the ball played early. She tried it, but it was well shut down by Crawford. Here's Blackman again. Mason lets it run for Holly Ayton. Michael has done a really good job just dropping back onto her throughout the game, disrupting her, getting in a path, really negated the influence. Some nice work there to skip around and drive a shot, but an easy save in the end there for the keeper. There's the substitute Fader rattling one off and unable to trouble Price. Or Johnson rather, Price. What's Taroona's keeper as Lucy Johnson gets on the ball. A fancy stepper over two, but Dunbabin wasn't having a bar of that. Shut that down. Now looks to spring an attack as she plays a through ball for Blackwood Coyle, who's got pace in behind. Well marshalled though by Blackman. Stuck to the task and shut down the run Blackwood Coyle had made. Just thought for a moment she was in. Here's Holly Ayton. They're searching for a consolation goal. Time running out for them. Just a couple of minutes to go in this contest. A very comprehensive display from the Warriors as Mason tries an effort, rather ambitious, and didn't make good contact with it. So the Warriors will take great confidence from this. We we head towards the busy part of the season for the Super League throughout late August and September. So then this league really takes off and we'll know who's going to win as Amy Medwin surges forward once again. This time it's well shut down, but she's going to get a second bite at it. Parcell tracks back and does well to help out. Shut down the dangerous Amy Medwin, who's put in one of the more dominant displays you'll see in football. An easy 3 votes, I'd have thought, for Medwin today. Blackwood Coyle gets there ahead of Blackman, lays it off from Mason. Roberts is tight to her though. Caitlin Roberts, just enough to hold her up, and they've got numbers back now. That's what they've really done well defensively at doing, just holding the players up. They've not been able to hit them on the counter at all as Johnson's threaded one through, searching for Davies, couldn't quite get on the end of it. Birch plays it wide. It's a nice little run, just whacks it into the open space here, Fader, hoping to get on the end of it. She's kept running really hard. Blackman again is there to shut it down, and now Storm back the other way. And running for no end product there for Fader. Shona Bitson's coming on, good impetus at any rate as Innocent Michael has her pass well shut down. She tracks back and wins it though. Still soldiering on is Dunbabin, but Michael will just escort that one out of play. And it'll be a goal kick as we hit stoppage time, and I don't think there'll be too much of it. But a few goals, obviously, but no major stoppages. So I wouldn't have thought looking more than a couple of minutes here. Can Taroona pull one back late? They've got a slight opening here as Mason rather wasted. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but wasn't particularly effective either way. And it rolls out of play. So 8-0 to the Warriors. They'll be very happy with this performance. They'll move back ahead of Launceston City in the Super League standings. They've already wrapped up the Southern Championship title. And they'll be eyeing off the double. It should be a fascinating rest of the season. And if Amy Medwin keeps putting in performances like this, it's hard to see them not winning it. There's a very good Lonnie City side competing with them though as Johnson feeds it through. This could be the cherry on top. Offside was Medwin to deny her a save from the keeper anyway. Thought she might have been played on by the fullback on the other side there. Good save. Negated there by Ebony King, who twice now has said a couple of nice things she's done in goals, and the offside flag has rendered them pointless. As there is the final whistle that brings to an end a pretty one-sided Super League clash. The Olympia Warriors far too strong for Taroona. Johnson, Medwin, Crawford and co running right. They will be very happy. The coach, Alex Holmes, will be very pleased with his charges. They take the next step on the journey towards the Super League title. And Andrew Pulling bringing this one to you for Football Federation Tasmania. Stay tuned for more PFD Women's Super League coverage as the competition really starts to heat up as we head towards the home stretch. It's all one-way traffic here at the home of football. A good cause though with money raised for Speak Up, Stay Chatty. Bye for now.